Thomas Lightning Protection Systems Electrostatic Membrane System. Lightning protection systems. Lightning occurs because of the potential difference between clouds and the Earth or other clouds. When a cloud is filled with charge, positive charges form at the top of the cloud and negative charges form at the bottom of the cloud. Thunderstorms are usually caused by unstable air, humidity, and temperature differences in the atmosphere. So that static electricity can collect and release itself in the form of a flash of lightning, which is then followed by the sound of thunder. Thomas Lightning Protection Systems is a lightning protection system that functions to protect from direct and indirect lightning strikes, which works based on electrostatic membrane systems. Lightning protection is needed to protect against threats to human life, building structures, electronic equipment, and disruption of work productivity. Lightning strikes. The dangers of lightning strikes. The effect of lightning strikes. The risk of threats to humans can result in blindness, ruptured eardrums, skin burns, cardiac arrest, respiratory arrest, and the threat of death. 10% of sufferers result in death, and 90% of sufferers suffer long-term disorders. Risks of a lightning strikes to a building can cause fires, destruction, damage to assets, building contents, and even threats to human inside. It can cause damage to electronic equipment in the form of fire explosions, disruption of the building's electrical system, and even threats to humans who work in contact with electrical and electronic equipment. Disruption of work productivity due to lightning is the biggest loss both in terms of material and time. The loss of hampered activities and productivity is something that is rarely realized by business owners. Lightning strikes are dangerous to humans, and all these risks have been regulated and standardized in national and international regulations. An FC 17102, UNE 21186, and other national standards, lightning protection with early streamer emission air terminal. ESE 60305 series, lightning protection using rods and mached conductors. EUN 50160 for series, lightning protection components. BSE on 60561, lightning protection systems components. SNIO 3701 for 12004, building protection against lightning. Part 1, General Principles. SNIO 370152-004, lightning protection system in buildings. Report laboratory test. The Thomas Lightning Protection System complies with international and national standards and has passed laboratory tests. EMC electromagnetic compatibility testing ensures that electrical and electronic equipment complies with the applicable regulatory requirements and therefore, that device and systems can operate in their electronic environment without mutual interference. Thomas High Voltage Impulse Test and Thomas Impulse High Current Laboratory Testing. Impulse voltage is the voltage used to test high voltage equipment. Impulse high voltage characteristics that comply with standards are required to guarantee successful testing of high voltage equipment. Corona is a luminous, audible discharge that occurs when there is an excessive localized electric field gradient upon an object that causes the ionization and possible electrical breakdown of the air adjacent to this point. Corona is characterized by a colored glow frequently visible in a darkened environment. Comparison Thomas versus Splitzen. High voltage competitive impulse testing. The comparison ESE versus conventional lab test. The research results show that ESE produces lower impulse voltages than conventional lightning rods. This means that the ESE prototype can trigger electrical impulses more easily than conventional lightning rods, so the tool's work effectiveness is higher. Lightning protection systems. Conventional, Franklin rod Splitzen, unconventional radius or ESE. Thomas Electrostatic Early Streamer. Thomas Lightning Protection System works based on ESE on differences in electrostatic charges. The difference between Thomas and Splitzen. For Thomas is wide radius protection, early streamer system technology, with one down conductor cable and 2 layers of protection conductor cable, minimizes the occurrence of electrical induction. Minimizes the occurrence of side flash, pass laboratory tests. For conventional Splitzen is short radius protection with multiple down conductor cables and minimal insulators in connections and installation cables. Conclusion. Testing results between electrostatic type and conventional Splitzen have different levels of working sensitivity device. Thomas electrostatic lightning testing laboratory data is better than Splitzen conventional lightning. Lightning testing laboratory data, the electrostatic type of the Thomas, have a good level of sensitivity and performance than the Franklin-Rod-Splitzen conventional type. The Thomas installation process is very simple, easy, practical. There is a manual book and product certificate with warranty. Thomas Lightning Protection Systems, Electrostatic Membrane System. Visit our website www.thomas-lps.com.